us in the flag salute. Please come forward. United States of America,
America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm staying on the end.
Thank you to the Pillar Middle School principal, Mr. Bermudez, as well. Thank you.
Public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given on December 15th, 2021 by the city clerk in the following manner: posting written notice on the official bulletin board in the lobby of City Hall, providing written notice to the offices of the Daily Journal and the Press of Atlantic City, and filing written notice in the office of the city clerk of the city of Vineland.
Chair entertains a motion that the 2022 minutes of the pre-conference and regular meeting of April 12th and the work session of April 19th be approved.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I Resolution 2022-156, a resolution recognizing Christopher Fulcher upon retiring from public service, effective May 1, 2022, and approving the transfer of Vineland Police duty weapon in recognition of years of service with the Vineland Police Department.
Chair entertains a motion that resolution number 2022-156 be adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Our safety director?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a joyous occasion. I'm Edwin Alicia, by the way, Public Safety Director for the city. It is always a joyous occasion to see an officer come to this end of his career, per se. But it's really special for an officer like Sergeant Fulcher. He has been the brainchild of our computers and other communications equipment. He knows enough about computers in one pinky that it'll probably take me a lifetime to learn. That's how reliable and good he has been for us. And there's a tremendous wealth of knowledge is walking our doors. So he will definitely be missed. On behalf of the mayor, Fanucci couldn't be here this evening. And ever since he's been in office, he had made it a point to ensure that every officer that retires from the Vineland Police Department gets the flag that is symbolic to our profession, which is the thin blue line flag. Fulcher, this is all yours. And the retired thin blue line pin, where you'll wear proudly. And now if I can have Chief Casiano come to say a few words.
Thank you.
By the way, he
Very
was
funny.
smiling at me when he did that.
Yeah. Good evening. My name is Pedro Castellano. I'm the Chief of Police for the City of Vineland Police Department. I've been with the agency for a little over 22 years, and that entire time, obviously, I've known Chris Fulcher. Became good friends, I believe, and throughout the years, no matter where he's worked, no matter who he's worked besides, no matter who has got sworn into that agency and worked beside him, officer, sergeant, promotions, administration, chiefs, he's had several, including myself, which I'm sure it can be difficult at times. He's unwavered. His commitment to the agency, the community he served for all the years that he served it, unbiased and without waver, 100%. I commend him for that. I know it's a difficult thing to do. I commend him for that as not only a man, but as an officer of this agency, because that's exactly what we all strive to do, and that we all strive to our commitment to the agency and to the community that we serve. So I congratulate you. It's my honor to be your chief while you're retiring, and it's an honor to see you make it to the finish line, and I wish you all the luck, and no matter what you do, even if it's just sitting on the couch and hitting the channel button and eating ice cream, it could be whatever it is. So good luck in your retirement. Don't be a stranger. Your family's always here for you, brother, no matter what. As long as we're alive, we're here for you and your family. So congratulations again.
Just briefly, I want to thank the city administration and the police administration for all the support they've given me throughout my career. And especially I would like to thank my family, wife and son who's here. You don't make it this long in this profession without family to stand by you and be there. And they have been, and I appreciate it. So thank you all very much.
Congratulations, Officer Fulcher. Enjoy your retirement. May God bless you, and much happiness.
I have Resolution 2022-157, a resolution recognizing Carolyn Larrow upon retiring from public service effective May 1, 2022.
Chair entertains a motion that resolution number 2022-157 be adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur, if I may?
Yes.
I would just like to say that Carolyn Larrow, even though she's not here, has been assigned to work out of my office for the last several years. She's done an admirable job in helping us handle OPA requests, and she split her time between our office and the court. And I just appreciate the work that she's done for us. Very helpful to our endeavors in the clerk's office. Thank you, Carolyn.
Also, congratulations to Carolyn, and I pray that she has a wonderful retirement. Petrosky?
I have Resolution 2022-172, a resolution recognizing Michael Schifalalio Jr. upon retiring from public service effective May 1, 2022.
Chair entertains a motion that resolution number 2022-172 be adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion?
Yeah, actually, yeah, no, because we'll have to do a lot of bleeps for his for jokes. But, I had the privilege of working with him when he was with Red Cross. That's how I really got to know him, and he's always been filled with knowledge. He came to the fire department, and of course, he's also funny. Sometimes not as funny as me. And I see that, I mean, a lot of people are here for you. Unlike Sergeant Fulcher, the police I think they didn't want him to go, but I think it's the opposite for why they're here. Just saying. But fire's in your blood. I mean, I know all the Chef Lalios, it's for better or for worse, and I wish you all the luck. Thank you.
Everyone probably knows that's here. Mike has another talent as an actor and a singer and a dancer. And he's not doing that, but you might see him at Disney doing it. Who knows?
Oh yeah, Disney Springs. I can see you now.
Pleasure of meeting you and knowing the government. But we had a blast with the play.
Congratulations, Mrs. Falaleo. God bless you in your retirement, and I hope you get to enjoy it with your family and friends. Thank you for your service.
Mike, I have a retirement recognition proclamation from Mayor Finucci, who could not be here tonight. I'll give you that. The commending resolution that we have, we'll have to wait until Councilman Acosta signs it before we get it to you. Somehow along the line, we'll get it to you. Thanks for all your help. Appreciate it. Is this on? Hey. Good evening, everyone. Rich Franchetta, Director of Fire and EMS. I just want to commend Michael on a well-deserved retirement from the city, moving to Florida. Congratulations, sir. I have to say one of Michael's best accomplishments, he began the fire lane ticket program, which some of you may or may not like, but he was instrumental in that. But I want to say his greatest accomplishment was actually hiring me. So back in, 14 or 15, Michael said, why don't you go to fire school and fire inspector school and get your certification? So I did that, and I really, truly thank him for that, because I would not be where I am today if it weren't for Michael. Michael's been instrumental in keeping the city safe. We always make jokes, but when the fire bells are not going off, it's because we're doing a great job in fire prevention. So thank you, Michael. It's well-deserved. I will say you've kept your goal promise that every day he used to tell me, when I'm done, I'm going to Florida. I'm moving to Florida. I'm going. You're actually getting there. Congratulations. So good job, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to say congratulations to Michael. When I took over as chief, he was the fire marshal, and I'll tell you, every time I went to him with a question, he always had the answer. His knowledge is unbelievable, and the progress that I've seen in the fire prevention would not be possible without his efforts and his knowledge. So thank you for that. Congratulations, and enjoy your retirement.
I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to cry. I'm not doing stand up. I do want to say, my boss being Rich Franchetta, who's also the deputy clerk, dude, third. Seriously, third. You couldn't get me bumped up a little bit. You don't have any clout on there. I'm the third on the retirement thing tonight. I also would like Mr. Petrosky. Can I have a transcript of every nice thing Chief Tramontani just said about me? You have it on video? Okay. Just for future reference. It happened a little faster than I wanted it to, but my wife got an offer we couldn't refuse, and I enjoyed every minute I was here. So, thank you.
Give him a few minutes. And now at this time, if there's anyone in the public who wishes to be heard, please come forward, state your name, address. Mr. Petrosky?
Yes, I have ordinance number 2022-31, An ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, various titles for appointed officials, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-31 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
yes,
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2022-31? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2022-31 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
yes,
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-31 be taken up for second and final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
yes,
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2022-31, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, various titles for appointed officials. This ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Petrosky, please submit ordinance number 2022-31 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have ordinance number 2022-32, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, various titles for IBEW Local 210, Unit 2 and Unit 3, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-32 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
yes,
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2022-32 at this time? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2022-32 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
yes,
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-32 be taken up for second and final reading and adopted according to law. Is
So moved.
Second.
there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
yes,
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2022-32, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, various titles for IBEW Local 210, Unit 2 and Unit 3. This ordinance is adopted.
Petrosky, please submit ordinance number 2022-32 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have ordinance number 2022-33, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, municipal auditor, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-33 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
yes,
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2022-33? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2022-33 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
yes,
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-33 be taken up for a second and final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
yes,
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2022-33, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, municipal auditor. This ordinance is adopted.
Petrosky, please submit ordinance number 2022-33 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have ordinance number 2022-34, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, road repairer 2 and and supervising account clerk, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-34 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
I second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2022-34? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2022-34 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-34 be taken up for a second and final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2022-34, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the city of Vineland, road repairer 2, and supervising account clerk. This ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Petrosky, please submit ordinance number 2022-34 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have ordinance number 2022-35, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the city of Vineland, chief prosecutor and prosecutor, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-35 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2022-35? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2022-35 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-35 be taken up for a second and final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2022-35, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the city of Vineland, chief prosecutor and prosecutor. This ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Petrosky, please submit ordinance number 2022-35 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes. I have ordinance number 2022-36, ordinance authorizing the hiring of police officers without the requirement for said officer to take an examination for an entry-level law enforcement position as required by civil service, provided they shall have successfully completed a full basic course for police officers training course at a school approved and authorized by the New Jersey Police Training Commission pursuant to NJSA 11A:4-1.3, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-36 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on this ordinance 2022-36? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2022-36 be continued to Tuesday, May 10th, 2022 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2022-37, ordinance authorizing the execution of a contract of sale and other documents necessary for the acquisition of certain property in the city of Vineland from 818 Properties LLC, known as Block 3020, Lot 8, on the tax map of the city of Vineland, to be used for public purposes, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-37 22-37 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta,
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini,
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli.
Yes.
Dr. Arthur.
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2022-37? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2022-37 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta,
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini,
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli.
Yes.
Dr. Arthur.
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-37 be taken up for a second and final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta,
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini,
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli.
Yes.
Dr. Arthur.
Yes.
Ordinance number 2022-37, ordinance authorizing the execution of a contract of sale and other documents necessary for the acquisition of certain property in the city of Vineland, 818 Properties LLC, known as Block 3020 Lot 8, on the tax map of the city of Vineland, to be used for public purposes. This ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Petrosky, please submit ordinance number 2022-37 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have ordinance number 2022-38, ordinance adopting the findings and conclusions of Resolution 6499 of the Planning Board of the City of Vineland to amend Ordinance 86-38 as amended, Chapter 425 of the Code of the City of Vineland, entitled Land Use, so as to rezone Block 7503, Lot 1.01, part of Lot 3.01, part of Lot 4.01, part of Lot 5.01, Lot 6, Lot 6.01, part of Lot 7, Lot 35.02, Lot 47, and Lot 48.01 to IB, Industrial Business, and to rezone part of Block 7503, Lot 19.01 to A5 Agricultural, and adopt the zone map change, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-38 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2022-38? Please come forward, state your name and address.
Jackie Choco, 1472 Hansbridge Road. So I can ask a few questions, right?
You can ask the
Yes.
questions, but we're not answering back and forth, but we will assign it to someone to get back to you.
I guess my question is, if you're rezoning it to business industrial, that means the golf course is completely out, because I can't sift through all the rumors in South Vineland. Golf course is out? You don't know. It's not out. Because the land that these sections are what he bought from people who understood it would be a golf course. And that was appealing since we've lived there forever. So I guess it was originally zoned agricultural, and now he's going to rezone it, and I just don't understand why.
Please do.
Just make sure the microphone's on, please.
So, once they, as you know, they redeveloped Avenue. The property from portion of an avenue going south has always been industrial business, as far back as Maury Sandmarsh. And so what they're doing is they're squaring off the parcel along Sheridan to make that whole parcel, not just a strip along Sheridan, to remain agricultural and not. And then if you look at the map and then directly across the street on Lincoln Avenue, is also an IB zone. So squaring it off to allow that piece along Sheridan. But that's not, as I understand it, I'm not finding the golf course. As I understand it, that's not, the golf course is going down further along Sheridan.
Okay. All right, that's something. Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else? No one? All right. Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2022-38 be continued on Tuesday, May 10th, 2022 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2022-39, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-39 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance 2022-39, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which establishes classification and compensation plans for the city of Vineland. Emergency medical technician, emergency medical technician part-time, senior emergency medical technician.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-39 be passed for first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, May 10th, 2022 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2022-40, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-40 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2022-40, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the city of Vineland fire official.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2022-40 be passed for first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, May 10th, 2022 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Move now into the consent agenda items. I have resolution 2022-158, a resolution providing for the insertion in the calendar year 2022 budget of the city of Vineland, a special item of revenue made available by revenue realized from State of New Jersey Department of Transportation, Federal Highway Administration grant allocation, the amount of $1,405,990, and an appropriation in said budget for like sum purpose. 2022-159 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a shared services agreement by and between Morris River Township and the City of Vineland for municipal court services. 2022-160 is a resolution authorizing a contract award to a state contract vendor, Asphalt Paving Systems, Hamilton, New Jersey, for chip seal in the amount not to exceed $146,406. 2022-161 is a resolution awarding an open-end contract to Raritan Group Incorporated, Edison, New Jersey, for the purchase of Mueller fire hydrants in the amount of $168,055.80. 2022-162 is a resolution authorizing the purchase of construction equipment from GT Mid-Atlantic Mining, New Jersey, in an aggregate amount not to exceed $924,666 pursuant to a national cooperative contract agreement with Sourcewell Contract 032119 CNH. 2022-163 is a resolution authorizing the purchase of motor vehicles from Mall Chevrolet Incorporated, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, in an aggregate amount not to exceed $64,735.91 pursuant to a regional cooperative pricing agreement, Middlesex Regional Education Services Commission cooperative pricing system. 2022-164 is a resolution authorizing award of the contract to Melco Compressors America, Corona, California, for the purchase of consumable materials for the fuel gas compressor on Unit 11 in Clayville. 2022-165 is a resolution awarding a contract to Atlantic Analytical Laboratory, LLC, Lebanon, New Jersey, for sampling and analysis of natural gas in an amount not to exceed $68,400. 2022-166 is a resolution authorizing the cancellation of taxes for calendar year 2021 and 2022 for the reason recommended by the common tax collector. 2022-167 is a resolution authorizing and directing the refund of taxes. 2022-168 is a resolution providing and authorizing the payment of bills and demands against the city of Vineland. 2022-169 is a resolution appointing school crossing guards for the school year 2021-2022. 2022-170 is a resolution authorizing the issuance of original and renewal taxi cab licenses for the year 2022. 2022-171 is a resolution authorizing special law enforcement officers for the year 2022. I have a communication from Mayor Fanucci regarding the reappointment of Charles Peel as a Recreation Commission member, retroactive to September 16th, 2021, with a term to expire on September 15th, 2026. I have a motion to approve the street lighting report for April 2022.
Chair entertains a motion to approve all items on the consent agenda.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Skeeny?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
That's all the formal business I have, Madam President.
Mr. Petrosky. This time, do we have any comments from council?
I do just want to thank the students from Pillow School that they came up and did the flag salute. I know it gets a little nerve-wracking in front of the camera, but I appreciate them coming. And of course, secondly, is the congratulations of our retirees. I wish them luck, health, and above all, happiness. And hopefully, Mr. Schiffelauer's jokes are a little better down in Florida than they are here. And that's all I have, Madam President.
Thank you. Councilman Spinelli?
Just to reiterate what Councilman Franceschini said, as far as the retirees, have a safe and healthy retirement, enjoy without having to worry about work. Other than that, nothing.
Thank you. Councilman Acosta? Any comments?
I too want to congratulate the retirees. Wish them well and wish them good health, and may they enjoy the next step of their life.
That it?
Yes.
So ditto, ditto, ditto. Congratulations to those that are retiring. I wish them well. And also thank you to the students from Peel School for coming tonight. We do have some things coming up this week, so hopefully everybody will be able to attend one or the other. Right? Yes. On the out front. All right. We have the library event, so I plan on being there for that presentation. Anything else? Look forward to? Nothing further? Chair entertains a motion to adjourn the regular meeting.
I second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?